Hey everybody, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you are watching Open. Coming up on today's show, we'll look back at our conversation with the division director and alumni of a nonprofit organization that is having a positive impact on at-risk youth in our community. Then we'll revisit our sit-down with two members of an after-school tennis program that is helping young men and women grow on and off the court. Plus, we'll take a look at a recent interview with the chairman of the African American Day Parade and the AADP advisor, who gave us a behind-the-scenes look at this year's parade celebration. And finally, we'll get a highlight of a recently renovated kitchen that is providing incredible growth opportunities for food and hospitality businesses in the Boogie Down BX and beyond. So stay tuned, sit back, relax, kick off your shoes, and we'll take care of business right here. We are wide open. I'm the doctor. Let's rock. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you are watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us on social media at BronxNet TV. Hey, cousins, paisans, how are you? How you feeling? Hey, you know, leading things off, we recently checked in with a young lady who has overcome a lot of adversity in her life with the help of a caring mentor. And sometimes that's what it takes. And she has the institutional support of a local organization that has provided her with stability, love, and support. Let's take a look back at our conversation with Child. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
How you guys are sitting? You're sitting back, you're wondering, what's this guy? Wait, we're really on this show? Are those cameras really working? Take a look at the cameras. Take a look at this one.
Right on front.
So listen, tell us, Gyselle and Jennifer, welcome to the show, first of all. And can you tell us about how you guys met?
So we met and I joined her Safe Harbor program and AO Beach program through Children's Village.
All right. Now, the Children's Village here in the city, because there's one in Dobbs Ferry.
Dobbs
right?
Ferry.
The Dobbs Ferry. That's where you guys met?
So Children's Village is huge. There's locations here in the Bronx, Harlem, Queens. Our particular site is in Valhalla in Westchester. And Gyselle was referred through the Administration of Children's Services for placement. They were having lots of challenges in finding an appropriate placement for her because of her history and basically what the paperwork said, right?
Yeah.
And we interviewed Gyselle, and we believed that she had kind of the skills to be able to be successful in our program. So.
Yeah. What were you going through before you got into the program?
I was just going through a lot of family trauma, and before I actually went to Miss Jen's program, I was in foster care since I was 8 years old. So it was a lot of trauma.
Yeah. And so once you got into the program, it just opened up a whole nother world for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it took some time because it was an environment at first I did not want to be in, but I grew a lot.
Yeah.
So
now,
it helped.
Did you come out of foster care and did you reside at Children's Village?
So I still reside at Children's Village, but I am living independently and I do have my own apartment.
All right, beautiful. This girl's got it going on. What?
She does. It was a journey. There was a lot of pain-based behaviors that came from the trauma, and a lot of challenges with like staff and adults who don't know how to interact with young people with trauma histories.
Yeah. Tell us more about the Safe Harbor Division. You're the director. And what are the programs and services offered at the at-risk youth, and what led you to get involved in what you're doing right now?
Yeah, so the Safe Harbor Division through Children's Village encompasses various programs, particularly those that focus on doing work with young people who have experienced trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation, complex sexual trauma. We have 2 agency-operated boarding homes where young people from foster care can come, they can reside, they receive treatment, they receive access to other kind of services and supports with the goal of having some sort of permanency or stability.
Yeah.
Under Safe Harbor Services, we also do therapeutic groups in the community, and I oversee a teen, runaway, and homeless youth shelter.
And tell us about the psychoeducational program.
Yeah, so back when the Safe Harbor legislation was passed, we were asked to create services, to provide services for this particular population with funding received by Westchester County. And I developed a 16-week research-based curriculum. And we do that in the local community. We make sure young people get transported there. And we provide psychoeducation and treatment on all kinds of topics that create vulnerabilities for exploitation.
So how has it helped you so far, emotionally and psychologically, and just getting your life together? It's a wonderful thing knowing more or less where you want to go, right?
Yeah.
I see you. You're on TV with us. So I know you guys are working together already. You got a plan to continue doing this?
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely. So I could say it helped a lot mentally to understand the situations that I was in the past, instead of always getting aggravated, not understanding what the situation was really about, and not listening to others and what others have to say. And now I just take accountability more often. And I would say I'm not as aggressive as I used to be, so it helped.
Well, let me turn you on to a secret. I was a person who was in Children's Village too.
Wow.
I plan on working for them.
I know you are. Because it's in your heart to try to help others get what they need out of life.
Yep.
DMX was up there. There was a lot of people that came through the same thing you're coming through right now. God is taking you to it. He's going to take you through it too, and you're going to be all right.
Yeah, I know.
I used to just go out and wonder, what my life was going to be about.
Yeah.
And everything tried to line up. My life tried to straighten out from there. Well, that was like the start of it. I mean, we were in the public school system with about 35 kids in the classroom. But when I got up there, it was about 10 of us, 8 to 10 of us. So we had that individualized attention. I just wanted to share that with you, just to let you know that you're not alone going through this. And give her a big round of applause, everybody, for coming through a lot of the stuff that you're coming through. And I really feel it in my heart, that you're going to be successful. You ready for it?
Oh, I am.
All
I
right.
am. I definitely am.
That's what I'm talking about, yes, because, things don't have to stay the same,
Yeah.
You
got to be the change.
Yeah, I was like you. I was, I don't know if you were like, but I was hard-headed, didn't want to listen to anybody. And I didn't care about myself, so if I didn't care about myself, why should I care about anybody else?
Right.
And when I see that while I'm visiting schools or in a person, that's the danger right there. That you don't care about yourself, you don't care about anybody else around you. So it becomes very, very dangerous. So what's next from here? Where are we going?
Yeah, so Gyselle has been doing a lot of great things in her youth advocate role. So like you said, she's a published essayist, so she wrote...
You're on a roll, all right.
Yeah, she wrote a story about her history to inspire other people, and kind of similar to what you're doing in terms of saying, hey, you're not alone, and you don't need to be perfect to speak out and speak up on the needs of this population and young people like myself. We recently went to Albany to a conference with the Office of Family and Children's Services where she got to speak some truth to power.
What?
Yeah, she got to give insight on programming and things that need to change systemically to support young people like herself.
Making moves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am, definitely.
That's what you have to continue to do. And we're all with you 100%. All right. So you went up to Albany. You did that. Any changes? Anybody said, you know, hey, I'm going to try to help you do what you need to do to help you become successful?
It's in the works.
It's in the works.
Yeah,
I love
she provided some really great feedback in terms of programming, in terms of, you know, the needs of young people and what would be most effective in those kinds of environments. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
I'm loving it. You know, you should get together with the CEO of Children's Village and have her speak at one of their galas.
Who, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Jeremy Kahumbin? Yeah.
Jeremy. Here she is. Bring her in there, Jeremy.
That's right.
You ready? And she wants a job up there too. So maybe you can line that up for her.
Yeah.
We love Jeremy. Jeremy's a cool guy.
Amazing. Yes, amazing leader.
Yes. So for other people working in the child welfare system and for our audience generally, what do we get wrong about the system and the kids it serves?
I think I'll start off by saying that young people are more than the referral materials that you get, right? These psychologicals and psychiatrics, they're more than the worst moments in their life. And without being given proper opportunities, even in the process of their healing, you're not going to see that growth.
Yeah.
And also in child welfare, I think people need to really understand how trauma affects behavior, and check in with their judgment and their biases, because I think that perpetuates a lot of negative attitudes and stereotypes to young people who are struggling.
Yeah. And Gyselle, she knows about that. She says, you know, hey, I'm out here now. Gyselle, why did you make the choice to be so open about your wonderful experience? I mean, I'm saying wonderful because you came out of something into something else. Yeah.
I decided to be open about it because I advocated for myself in the past, and I was being annoying about it. But I got my way by advocating.
But you know how to get your way in another way now.
Yes. So now it's like looking back at everything I've been through in different group homes, different settings, seeing what I've been through, seeing what my other peers been through, I just feel like there need to be a change, and nobody's speaking up about it, so might as well me be the change.
Let's jump up and do it. Jump up and do it. So do you guys have a website where we can continue following you guys? Because we're going to go to the page and see both of you guys up there, right?
We are in the works of creating a Safe Harbor, hopefully Instagram page in the future. But Children's Village does have a website where you can find out more about Safe Harbor services.
And what is that? We got to put that up? I see it in small print.
Yeah, www.childrensvillage.org.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready for the next episode? Because we're going to continue following you guys. You know that, right? And you're always welcome to come back.
Oh, I will.
All right.
I will.
We're partners?
Yes.
I've been through what you've been through.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Has been a lot of other people too. I'll share with you another time.
Yes.
How do you say Mikasa?
Mikasa is tu casa.
Mikasa is tu casa.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait, don't get up yet, because look, you're still on TV.
Oh.
Everybody wait. You want to shout anybody out before we go?
Shout out my mother.
All right. Mom, what's up, Mom?
Shout out my Safe Harbor team, my Powerhouse team. You guys are really doing life-changing work. Thank you.
Jennifer Madera, Division Director of Safe Harbor Services, Children's Village, and Gyselle Valentin. All right. Child Welfare Reform Advocate and Published Essayist. All right. Do your thing. And we appreciate everything that Jennifer Madera and friends at the Children's Village are doing to provide a place to call home for youth. We're happy, we're very happy for Gyselle, who is now a published essayist. Yay, Gyselle! And a leading advocate in child welfare reform. We wish them both the very best and hope to see them again soon. We'll take a quickie break and we'll come back and give you more next. Welcome back. You know, the next guest we'll highlight are the Assistant Director of Community Schools and the Community School Director for PSIS 71, New York Junior Tennis and Learning. They joined us to speak about the services that their after-school program offers to students both on and off the tennis court. Let's check out our conversation with Mandisa Mchawi and Kim Feliz. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, those cameras are not there. It's just us.
Yes.
So you've been doing some wonderful things. We'll hear all about it. And now you're here to share it with the rest of the world. So for our viewers who may not know, what is the New York Junior Tennis and Learning Program, and what is its mission?
Yes, so NYJTL for short, of New York Junior Tennis and Learning.
Let me see.
NYJTL was started by Arthur Ashe and Skip Hartman over 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And its mission is to develop the character of young people on and off the court for a lifetime of success.
Now, how important is that? Because people think that, well, a lot of people think, or students coming up in it think that, you know, I just have to do my thing on court. But there's a whole thing, a character that you have to be a part of off the court.
Absolutely. Character development is very important, and I think we just saw that recently at the U.S. Open with one of the tennis players who lacked a little bit of character, I must say, when she didn't win well. So I think character development is very important, and not everybody is going to make it to the U.S. Open, right? And so character development is something that all young people need, and it's something that they can use throughout their life.
And it's good to practice that because sometimes the emotions are flying, the adrenaline is going, and you know, one little thing happens, it could take you in that direction. Now you're in it. And what do you do when you're in it? So you have to try to calm yourself down. How would you work it out?
At PS 71, ACES looks like homework help for our students. ACES looks like our students taking cooking classes with City Harvest. We do podcasting. We have our students learn tennis. We have leadership classes. We have drama. Yeah, we have a lot of fun over there. Yes, basketball, soccer. We do it all.
So sports is great, but you also emphasize the importance of education.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We have, so our ACES programs, we have 30 programs throughout the city with 12 in the Bronx. And basically in all of our after-school programs, we do homework support, we do tutoring, we have metrics that we use to be able to see where students are and what kind of supports that they need. And we also have a large emphasis recently now on social and emotional learning. And so we've hired a full-time social work program manager who manages social work interns that we use throughout our after-school programs, and they support our students with small group instruction. They do mental health training. They provide services for the young people as well as for our families. And so it's really comprehensive, our mental health
And
SEL
you let
component.
them know, hey, there's no stigma involved in this right here. We're all trying to move in the same direction for a common cause, as I call it often.
Absolutely. And the tools and the skills that they learn now is something that they may not even know and understand that they need it now, but hopefully 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, they'll still use those skills that are given to them
the rest
to help
of their
them.
lives.
Absolutely.
So that foundational education is so very, very important.
Because that character development stays
And we do the
with you
same
forever.
thing when we're trying to teach people about broadcasting and talking in public and all of that. I mean, we don't. Sometimes you get so comfortable, you don't use all of those little things that you learned all the time, but you just, this is my personality now. This is the way it is, and people understand it.
Yeah.
But you're teaching youngsters how to broadcast and how to speak and how to shake somebody's hand and look them in the eyes and everything. And it's something, even if they don't get involved in broadcasting or using their voice in public, it's something that they can use for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
In any job.
Yeah.
In any job, you have to learn how to communicate a little bit better.
Yes.
Yes. So tell us about some of the things that we didn't talk about yet. What's very, very special about what you guys are doing?
Sure. So NYJTL encompasses so many things. So we have right in Crotona Park, our Carrie Leeds Tennis Center, which just recently was selected one of 10 community hubs by USTA, 110 out of the country, by USTA to be what's considered a community hub. So Carrie Leeds really is a community hub. Young people come there to play. It's super intergenerational, so you can have someone as young as 6 along with someone as old as 80, 85 playing tennis right next to each other and interacting with each other in that area. And it's also an opportunity and a place for people to just come and be able to utilize resources that they have available there.
And you were smiling like you want to piggyback off of that just a little bit.
I wanted to put an emphasis on the fact that it truly is a community hub. We have students who go there and they're repetitive students. They're students who grow within the building, and it's really beautiful to see and to witness. Yeah.
Good. Do you guys play?
A little bit. Yeah.
I play a little bit too, in my mind.
No, for me, I always love getting on the court, especially with young people, playing against them, hitting the balls against them, even if it's just like a little fun pickup game or whatever. And then when I go to Carrie Leeds, I go and I get on the court and I act like I know how to play. So there's no Serena or Venus in my future. However, it's actually really fun to do, and it's a really good exercise.
No, but when you're playing, you put some of those people that you love to watch in your mind, and sometimes you try to do some of those moves.
And you have a whole new respect for them, too. You're like, this is really hard to do. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, though.
Have you ever aced?
I have once, but that's just because I was playing against somebody who was really new and they didn't.
You took advantage of it.
I kind of did. I did a little bit, yes. I did.
Good.
But yeah, NYJTL has a lot going on. We also have a community tennis program where we manage community tennis courts around New York City, and we have coaches who come and support young people and play tennis in the community that they live in, which is very important because tennis is not a necessarily accessible sport. It's pretty considered to be like an elite sport because of how much it costs to get on the courts and things like that. And so these programs are provided free of cost to people in the communities and young people across the city.
So you mentioned how much it costs. It's like golf. Once you get involved, you're going to be buying some stuff. What is some of the stuff that people need?
Rackets, balls. It costs money to rent out tennis courts everywhere in New York City. So the benefit of having our programs there is that we cut the cost. All of our students receive tennis rackets for free. We have tennis balls at their disposal as well, just to participate in our program. And we really bridge that gap that might have not been there without us.
And young people who show a promise in our ACES program can go on to be part of our Scholar Athletes program. And our Scholar Athletes program get individualized instruction from the tennis coaches at Carrie Leeds, and through that process will also get scholarships for when they graduate high school.
That's important because a lot of people don't really have the places where they need to play to get that shine going, to move to the next level.
Or access to
the
quality
Williams sisters
coaching.
went through it.
Right.
You know, but luckily, thank God for their father.
For their father.
You know, he's right there.
Because he could do that. But right, quality coaching is difficult to come across and to be able to afford. And so because these services are provided free to young people, that thing that might be considered a barrier is no longer a barrier for them.
Roger Federer used to work with your organization, NYJTL. Check it out, TL. So he did a lot of work. Were you there when he was working with you guys?
I was not.
But you heard he was doing some work with you.
Yes, and we recently just, Kim Feliz was just the nominee at our gala last May. And this year is the 10th anniversary of the Carrie Leeds Tennis Center. So,
great.
Yes.
Where do you have your galas at?
In the city, I forgot the name of, it's a ballroom.
Yeah, when you do it again, make sure you invite us down.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to let them know. We would love to have you.
Yeah. What's on the horizon? What's next for you guys?
I think expansion in other or more schools, I think, is on the horizon. I think the community hub is going to be really important with the USTA. That's going to be on the horizon, and just making sure we provide quality service to the members of our community.
And Kim, how do people qualify? If somebody wants to get involved and say, hey, you know, I want to become a tennis player.
A way to just qualify is to have a love for children and a love for tennis. If we're talking about it being a career, and if somebody just wants to be a tennis player, they just have to express interest. Have that curiosity, which I really think feeds the purpose of our program, right? We want to introduce them to something new.
And you guys being in it, you can see that. When you can see who wants to be what.
Yep.
Who's very interested. What's the website? Any social media? How can we follow you guys?
Yes, we're everywhere. So we're on, our website is NYJTL.org, and you can get all of the information regarding all of the various programs that we have in the Carrie Leeds Tennis Center. We're on Instagram at New York Junior Tennis and Learning. We're on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. If you want to find us, we can be found.
There you go. Mandisa Mchawi.
You're good.
I was
It's
going
all
to say it. And Kim Feliz, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you.
You come back, can you bring me a shirt?
Absolutely.
I promise I'll put it on right on the set.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
All right, enjoy. We're going to come in. Don't go yet.
Okay.
Look. And a major congratulations to our friends at the New York Junior Tennis and Learning. They're helping the next generation grow in all the ways that matter and are a major force in our schools. We appreciate Mandisa, and I'm going to say Mchawi, and Kim for joining us. We'll take a quick break right here, and we'll come back and give you a whole lot more next on Open. And welcome back. You know, we were able to sit down with some friends of the show, the chairman of the African American Day Parade and AADP pre-parade show producer. They gave us the behind-the-scenes look at what to expect with this year's parade celebration. So please sit back, relax, and let's take a look at our sit-down with Chairman Yusuf Hasan and Veronica Hickman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jump right in just like that.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for like 56 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you for having us, number one.
Yeah.
And Bob, you've always been with us for this 50-some years.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all the work you do to make this parade a great parade, as usual.
Well, you know, for most of those 56 years, I was out there under the tent with Hal Jackson. See, start up already. But yeah, Hal Jackson and WB was under that tent broadcasting live. And of course, the chairman then was
Abe Snyder.
Abe Snyder.
Yeah.
He ran it strict like you do. Hey, this is this, that's that. You know, this is what we want to present. This is what we want to do. We want people to enjoy, educate themselves, and experience people coming in from different parts of the country.
As well as focusing on, you know, our ancestors keeping our community in a place where the spirits are lifted. You know, we go through a lot of trauma. We've been in a lot of areas where our community really need to be paid attention to for what we've been doing throughout the years.
Yes.
You know, supporting all the good things in our community. And we're not a negative community. We are very, very positive.
Yes.
And we want to make sure this parade allow us to have that opportunity to uplift the spirits of our community.
And the theme this year is?
Education.
Education is the key.
#1 priority. We want to make sure people are educated on many, many levels.
Yes.
And that's why I think it's important for us to have some great grand marshals this year, as yourself and Senator Bookham, along with some other great leaders, Tony Allen from Delaware State, and then you have Martin Novelli coming in from, you know, Grambling State University. But the key to this is this. It's not more just about academic education. It's also about community education.
Yes, yes, yes.
And that's where you comes in with what you do on these shows and what Senator Bookman does on her show. We communicate to the community and the peoples how important it is that we keep truth out up front.
And I felt very comfortable with that when you mentioned education. I said, you know, we started the WBLS On Time program years ago. I'm gonna, you know, back there. And Percy Sutton said, you know, we have these 2 vehicles. We want you and a gentleman by the name of Mr. Magic to go around and sell the goodwill of the radio station. So we visited schools throughout the tri-state area, trying to encourage students to stay in school, be on time, and get a good education. So, and we continue to do that. And when you mentioned education, I said, this is it. This is what we do. So let's continue to educate our youth. And I know, Jasmine, we have something, there's a pre-parade thing that's happening. We started a few years ago. What's going to happen with that?
Oh, wow. I'm so excited about the pre-parade show. But before I speak about that, the Get Involved event that we're going to have is kind of like the African American Day weekend. Yes, we're celebrating
like
it.
Harlem Week. It started for one day in front of the Harlem State Office building, and bam.
And bam. And it's like, first we're going to have something on Saturdays, like a community event, literacy, health, celebrating our culture. We're going to have entertainment. We're going to have vendors there with some wonderful things that they're going to be handing out for free. And it's just going to be absolutely great. I'm excited because of the talent, if you don't mind. The talent that we're going to have, I'm just really excited about. We have a group called Rascals. Remember the group called ABC?
Yeah.
They were like a little, well, we have like another edition of that, and they're just very talented. We have a group called Soul Talk, and you would think it means Soul Talk, but it's actually like a tap dance group. And the women who run that group, their name is Chloe and Maud. They also dance with Debbie Allen, and they also dance with Beyonce. So they formed the Young People's Group. And these young ladies, they do some amazing tap dancing. I mean, it's one more thing. Okay, so we have the Go Hard.
Bring it. Here we go.
We have the Go Hard dancers. They're from Harlem, and they're going to do some hip hop dancing. And it's just, and we have a poet. I mean, I'm just really excited about it. So we want people to come on out on Saturday so they can see everything that's going to be happening, and that'll lead us.
Are you going to be jumping up and down on stage too?
No. On Saturday. I'll be working behind the scenes.
Because you have skills too.
Yeah, I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to bring that up. So I'm going to tell you this. Because of Bob, I sing, right? So because of Bob used to tell me, you should go and sing too. And I'm like, no, I'm just helping out. But because of you, I'm going to be singing again this year for the pre-parade show. And I have my friend Gina singing with me, and we're going to do a wonderful gospel song. And we got a couple of surprises for you guys with that. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So we're hoping everybody comes out on Saturday. And then Sunday, if you come to the pre-parade show, get there early. It's going to start around 10:30 because you want to bring your chairs, you bring everything, and you're going to have a good time. It's going to be
in front of the Harlem State Office building, right?
Right.
Saturday, September
20th is it's on the plaza of the Harlem State Office building.
Yeah.
And I believe that's going to be from 11 to 6, right?
Yes.
11 to 6.
Yeah.
Come on out. It's going to be great. And then on Sunday, it's going to be 10:30. The pre-parade show starts, where you're going to come for a little while, but then you're going to head downtown, right, to walk up with the other grand marshals, right? So we're gonna have you halftime.
You setting it up?
Yeah, we talked about that. And and then the parade starts at 12:30. So we just have a lot of talent. I'm so excited, and I just can't wait for everyone to come and be there. We're gonna have a great day.
And Cynthia Smith said, make sure Yusuf gets me a vehicle.
We have a vehicle for Cynthia, as well as we have vehicles for Inez Dickens, and we have other things.
They travel back and forth into
to be in the parade.
Between the blocks and back up.
And I want to dovetail back on the day before the event, which is the community literacy, health, and cultural event. We're also going to have a health panel.
Yes.
On the plaza, where we have physicians from Mount Sinai Hospital going to be people can ask questions as we talk about mental health and other issues in our community, as well as we're going to have Tai Chi at that particular day by our friend Malik Codwell, and he's going to be having us to do a demonstration right on the plaza for our community, and we want to make sure that some of our seniors can come out, seniors and the children come out.
To get involved event.
Yes, that's going to be great. I mean, you know, we want to make sure this is not more than just a good time, but it's also a serious time. We want our community to be healthy. We want to make sure they're educated, and we want to make sure that we have wholesome food out there for those who need good health. And so it's going to be just a overall great event that brings substance to our community.
There are a lot of unions involved, the healthcare organizations, there's media companies involved. How many media companies are involved?
Oh, we have some great sponsors this year. I mean, Veronica knows about those sponsors, huh?
Yeah, so I have my paper right here. We have Mount Sinai, WBLS, Northwell, Schaumburg Center, and many more that come and support us, and we couldn't do it without them.
There you go.
Yeah, it's great.
And a lot of marching.
You just had Montefiore on. They used to be one of our great, sponsors of the parade, and I hope they will continue to support us. But this parade is really about taking care of our peoples, especially our seniors. They are very dear to my heart, and the little ones. When I see that we have a special place for our seniors, on a tent where they can sit back and watch the fruit of their labor go past, not the negativity. We doesn't have alcohol floats in our parade. We does not sponsor anything that brings, cursing and loud music that hurting the ears in the community. But also to see great doctors walk past, to see the police department walk past, and to see unions go past, and all the sororities. So grandma can sit there, and grandpa and uncles not in their wheelchairs and their walkers, and they can really enjoy to seeing the best of their people go past them. That's so wonderful to me.
Lots of dignitaries, elected officials, and then the bands that come from Maryland and different parts of the country.
Yes, and they bring in a lot of excitement. And I think it's also important to see the little children. What touches me as well is the little girls and boys who've been in their apartment buildings for so many years, learning how to do the step 2s and the step 1s and practicing. And then they have no stage to really show off what they've done. And this parade allowed us to have that for them. And they are so happy on that day. And they have to go to school the next day.
There you go.
And they come from all over the country.
This
is a national parade. I think people had very well kept secret in Harlem, but it's the Harlems of the world need to recognize how important this parade is because Harlem is our home, and we need to keep that space for our community.
You can see the police department doing the electric slide, and people just having fun.
Exactly.
Having fun and learning and getting involved in this wonderful experience.
Yes.
This year's the 56th, huh?
56th annual. That's right. So it's going to be. Can I just add something real quick with our Get Involved event? One thing I love about it is we have a literacy program where we give out free books to the kids. We're going to put out like a mat where the kids can sit down and read their books, and they're going to be able to enjoy it and get educated just from even doing that. And then we also have Karen White, who's our marshal. She used to sing Superwoman. I'm not your Superwoman. She's going to be one of our grand marshals, yes.
Maybe I can do the background dancing.
That's right.
And so this year, also, our community been through a lot of trauma.
Yes.
And I think sometimes we suffer in silence. We've lost Charlie Rangels, who's been with the parade from its inception. We've lost Hazel Dukes has been with us since its inception, as well as Tamara Norman, who is our vice president, and certainly Lord Williams. And so we have great giants that have left us this past year, and we will miss them at the parade. But we want to keep their spirits alive in our community.
Hal Jackson, all of them will be Percy Sutton, and all be looking down.
Yes.
They may be blending in with us.
That's right. That's right.
Checking it out.
And I had Mayor Dinkins say to me one time after he became the mayor, he said, Yusuf, I want this parade to live in Harlem forever. Forever.
Wow.
And, you know, and that's our goal, to keep it in Harlem forever.
There you go.
That's right.
I said the 20th and 21st.
Yes.
Mark it on your calendar. 20th and 21st. We'll be on the plaza of the Harlem State Office Building on the 21st. And can we bring our cots out there and spend the night and wake up right there? Because we still got work to do the next day.
That's right.
Yeah,
we'll just push you to the side and we'll fix what we got to fix and you can just sit on up and enjoy the parade, you know? Yes, but get out there early.
Then you have something that starts just before the parade on that stage.
Yes, that's the pre-parade show, but we're also going to have a young lady who's going to be talking to the crowd even before we start our pre-parade show.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of things happening. I mean, we even have this young kid named Caden Hearns. He does poetry.
Yes,
he even did it for Governor Kathy. And, you know, it's going to be great. I'm sorry. You just got to be there. You have to come.
Yeah, we got to get the boots on the ground kid.
We're going to have this gentleman here doing the boots on the ground instructions. So if anybody wants to join in, they'll get to learn the steps and they'll get to do it.
Yeah,
so it's
get the line dancing going on.
The line dancing is going to be great. Marcus Slade is his name.
Wear your cowboy boots and cowboy hats.
Get your fans. Where them fans at?
There
you know.
You go.
Wonderful.
Who's working with us?
Dorinda.
And we have more than just Dorinda. She's our PR person, and she's been doing a phenomenal job bringing in WABC, Channel 7, on board to make sure that we are live streamed, and we have other great radio and television stations that can continue to be involved, like WBLS, and certainly we have Melvin Muhammad with us, the head of our security team, and he's been working with this for over 45 years himself.
Melvin, you've been on TV before, right? Come and show your face in this picture.
And Jasmine.
And, you know, Jasmine Robinson, she's the granddaughter of Abe Snyder, and she has been phenomenal as far as making sure that all these things in place for us. She's really the
heartbeat
behind this parade. But, and then you have some other great people like Buki, and you have, Kennedy,
Simone.
and we have just a small team.
Right.
But it's a strong team.
Yes.
But the main people that make this happen is community volunteers.
Yeah.
We've had volunteers in this parade since its inception. They're still around on their wheelchairs, their walkers, but they come out every year and still want us to help and do some volunteer work at the reviewing stand. And I love them for that because they love the parade like we love the parade.
That's right.
There you go.
It's in our heart.
Yes.
And if it's in your heart, you're never going to stop loving it and working with it and making sure it happens every year.
That's right.
It's on the website. You got the social media and everything going on?
Yes. So we have the the African American Day Parade.org. You can get all the information, and on Instagram you can also go to the African American Day Parade.
There you
all
go.
our information will be there.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you on, I'm not going to say Parkway.
Okay.
We'll see you on the Boulevard.
That's right. That's right. And we can't wait to honor you.
But you can still get something to wave it.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys and love you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Bob. Can't wait to honor you.
Who's the chicken sandwiches?
We're going to have sandwiches. You gotta remember.
And we are definitely looking forward to the 57th annual parade, all right? African American Day Parade. We appreciate the work, passion, and dedication that our friends with the African American Day Parade Incorporated are doing to celebrate African American culture. The parade's only is getting bigger and better each year, and we can't wait for the next one. It's the 57th. Write it down. And it's always the third week of September on a Sunday, all right? Don't go anywhere. We'll take a break. I've got more open, just a little bit more coming up. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. And welcome back. You know, we recently spoke with the Vice President of Community Development for WHEDco. It's Community Kitchen Operations Manager for Bronx Cook Space and a member of Bronx Cook Space and CEO of MK Kitchen and Montego Bay Kitchen Bakery. Yeah, woman. Yeah, man. They joined us to shine a light on how the Bronx Cook Space is being used as a springboard by local food entrepreneurs in our community. Let's take a look at our conversation with Kerry McLean, Levar Fulmore, and Julian Forbes. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
She's wondering how this is done. She said, I said, that's how they do that. They just sit back and chill and just bring all that stuff in, and then they start talking to us. So here we go. I got a piece of it on the script here. Kerry, Levar, and Julian, welcome to the show. What is the Bronx Cook Space? And what kind of support does it offer local food entrepreneurs? Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I can start us off.
Yeah,
and talk
kick
about
it off.
WHEDco. So WHEDco stands for Women's Housing and Economic Development Corporation, and we're a community development nonprofit here in the Bronx. And our goal is to, just support the building of thriving neighborhoods. We believe that everybody in the Bronx deserves to live in a thriving neighborhood, and we do this work through affordable housing, education and youth development, but also through entrepreneurship and cultural programs.
I like it.
So WHEDco founded Bronx Cook Space a long time ago, and we are so excited that we're able to renovate this kitchen incubator right here in the Bronx. And what Cook Space does is that it provides opportunities for food businesses to start and grow. So we know that it's so expensive to open up any kind of business, like in your own space. But Cook Space provides not only space, but also technical assistance, as well as workshops for small businesses to start their food businesses with fully equipped, in a fully equipped space with all of the bells and whistles
I'm
that are
looking
needed.
at the pictures going through while you're talking. Look at this space here.
And Levar
These are
can
the
share
kitchens
more too.
you're renovating.
Yes, it is renovated, and Levar, as our kitchen operations manager, can share more too about what exactly you're looking at.
Yeah, before we get into that,
Yeah.
WHED,
Yes.
what does it stand for?
Women's Housing and Economic Development Corporation, WHEDco.
WHEDco, there you go.
But we help men too.
Men too, it
Yes.
includes men too.
Yes.
Can't do it without the man, and vice versa,
Of course.
So, get Levar, tell us how you got into it.
So I recently started in March of this year, and was brought in to help reopen the kitchen space. And at the space, we, as Ms. McLean stated, we do provide a number of assistance with technical support. And also, we also help with branding and marketing. We have a lot of operators that aren't sure quite which direction they want to go in, whether it's packaging and going and moving into a retail space, or just kind of building their own catering business. But we have the ability to help in all those different areas of the food service industry.
So, who puts on the white apron? Who's doing all the cooking?
Well, you do some of the cooking.
Right. We do some of the cooking. That's where Julian comes in.
Levar.
So,
Julian, rather.
Yes.
yes, I'm Julian. Thanks for having us. This was an amazing space that I stumbled upon in my research some years back, during the pandemic. Had a concept that I wanted to kind of flush out, and I was able to kind of use the resources at WHEDco, at the Cook Space, to really explore some of the things that we had in our heads that we were working on in our kitchens at home. Happy to say that from that point, we have 2 Bronx locations, brick and mortar. One is called Maya's Bar and Kitchen, which is in the Throsling section of the Bronx. We just opened our bakery.
You're making me hungry.
Listen, we got some good stuff there. Montego Bay Kitchen and Bakery. So these are items, some Jamaican favorites, right?
What's in there? What do you cook?
We have patties. We have
beef
jerk,
patties, chicken patties.
chicken patties.
Spicy?
We have vegan items.
Good. Yeah.
Not too spicy, but there's some spice to it, right?
Yeah.
We have some great Jamaican baked products, baked goods, breads, sweets, buns. We also have food, right? We have some jerk chicken, we have some oxtail, we have some curried goat. We got some stuff. We have some good food. The Cook Space provides our reach because we're able to use it.
This is what gets me in trouble. I was standing on stage yesterday in Harlem, and you take pictures, but you go like that. Put your stomach in like that. But when you're relaxed and you're standing up there, somebody said, all right, let me take some pictures
That's
and
the
send it to
candid.
them. I'm out there like this. But I'm a foodie. I love to eat food.
Yeah.
So when you talk about good food, and great things that you're doing in the community. That's right up my alley.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I definitely credit the Cook Space for really allowing us to put our toe in the water with the food, because that's a very challenging business, a lot of competition, and we wouldn't have been able to do what we are doing now if we didn't have the Cook Space.
Yeah. So, but how did you guys come together?
So Google. I was looking for a place that I can, a commercial kitchen, and like Kerry mentioned, you know, trying to do the practice by getting a location is not the most economical. The pricing was amazing. You were able to rent the space for a very small amount, and we meaning my family, we found the Cook Space. We set up. They helped us set up everything regarding getting ourselves licensed with the health department, paperwork, bringing all the got ourselves insured, everything that we need to do to start as a new business.
They put the alphabet on your door and all that stuff?
Well, because it's a commercial kitchen, they already have the alphabet on the door. So that's another advantage. We didn't have to necessarily worry about that piece. They had that part locked in.
Right.
So all we had to do is just make sure that we bring the necessary documents to the health department so that we can get approved on that end, and we were ready to go.
Yeah,
and
people go by that alphabet on the door.
They do.
Even if it drops to a beat, they say, I don't know what you eat over there. But that's good. So you just started a year ago, right?
I started this year, and that's when I had the opportunity to meet with Julian, and not only just Julian, other operators who are actively looking for a space to really grow their business. So we, like I said, we provide the space, and one of the unique things about the Bronx Cook Space is that we're 24 hours. So many operators are limited, and initially they try to keep costs down as much as possible. So, they may have a full-time job in the daytime, but we provide an opportunity for operators to come in and do production during the night. So we're open 24 hours.
Oh, wait. So you can invite people to come in to do operations, cook and...
Yeah. So they have the opportunity to produce their product, whatever it may be. If their schedule permits that they want to come in at 1 o'clock in the morning, they have the opportunity.
So if somebody has something to cater, they can rent your space. And
yes.
So there's always a kitchen available for somebody then.
Correct.
People are looking for that.
Absolutely.
Because they say, I don't know, I would like to do more, but my kitchen is not big enough.
Right.
But you have the space.
Right.
You got the spices and ingredients too in there? Or you got to bring your own?
We have the equipment. So the kitchen, after the renovation, most of the equipment in the kitchen was upgraded. So we have state-of-the-art equipment in the kitchen. We have ovens that have recipes in them. So these are things that you don't traditionally find in other kitchens.
You don't have a recipe book.
Yeah,
you got
the recipes are in the oven.
Right. It's in the oven.
Yeah, you literally push a button and you can get an apple pie recipe.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So
even I can cook.
Even you can cook. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, we'd like to come by and check that out.
Sure.
Maybe bring some BronxNet cameras down there.
That'd be great.
And watch you guys operate.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, it's 4,000 square feet of space, and it's divided up into 4 kitchen bays.
Right.
So business owners can be working side by side, learning from each other, sharing with each other, procuring from each other. It's a real incubator space in the true sense of the word.
Right.
It's an educational piece too, especially for people who want to, entrepreneurs who want to start a business.
Yeah.
So let me try it out in this kitchen here.
Right.
So bravo, this is wonderful. I didn't know you guys were out there like that. I knew that they had spaces where people can come in and use as office space. They have like cubes like that all over the place. But I didn't know they had kitchens where they can go. I know there was one in the banknote building where they taught students how to get into it. Because I built a radio station in that same place, and around the corner was that kitchen where they taught that. So, but you guys have it out there, and then how are you reaching out? You go into the schools or anything? You have an outreach program going?
So I do more direct to our vendors, and I go to food shows like the Bronx Night Market, Harlem Uptown Market.
Yeah, they come here too.
Yeah,
right.
so I'm there, not every weekend, but as much as I can, and different events throughout the Bronx, trying to recruit members to come into our kitchen. and so far it's been working.
It's been working.
Yeah.
Do you have anything coming up next that you can highlight or talk about right now?
So one of the things that I've been able to do with the help of the Cook Space, we've got into the restaurant space, but now we're in retail, and we have some products that's fresh to the market. I was just telling Kerry that we have a secret one, but currently what we do have.
You don't want to tell us right now?
Well, I can't tell you yet because it's not in the stores yet. I don't want anybody to beat us to it. But what I can tell you, what is available, we do have a festival mix, which is a type of like a corn cake, almost like a hush puppy, right, Jamaican style. We have a Johnny cake or a fried dumpling mix.
Yeah.
We have some sauces, some nice jerk barbecue sauces that will make any item that you're cooking much better.
Oxtail patty. I'm just throwing it out there.
At the bakery, we do have an oxtail patty.
You do?
And we have a curry goat patty. We have a pulled jerk chicken patty.
All right.
Yeah, so we have some very unique items, and that's at the bakery, the Montego Bay Bakery. We do have that.
Good.
Yeah.
What's the location of these? You just said you had 2 spots, right?
Yes. So Montego Bay Bakery is at 723 East Tremont Avenue. That's in the Bronx Crotona section. And Maya's Bar and Kitchen, that's in the Throgs Neck section of the Bronx, and that's 3841 East Tremont Avenue on the east side of Randall.
Visit. I'll come hungry. And say, hey, I got some friends in the Bronx. Let's go eat. Let's go.
And I think the wonderful thing about Julian's story is that he started in the kitchen, expanded to brick and mortar location, growing there, and he is still using the Bronx Cook Space Kitchen Incubator to supplement and to continue to expand his business. So even though he has bricks and mortar locations, he's still making some of those food products that he mentioned in the commercial kitchen incubator space.
And then you got a back to school. Briefly, I got about 30 seconds. You got a back to school program coming up?
WHEDco actually does have a back-to-school event on August 28th that we're going to have at our Bronx Commons building, and we're actually planning, Levar is, a food event, so we'll tell you more about that. It's going to be in the next month, so we'll make sure to let you know so that you can publicize it to everyone here who's watching the show.
Well, next time you come, you can bring some products out here. And, we can eat and talk at the same time, like some bread.
Yes,
the favorite,
for sure.
Favorite part of my job.
There you go.
To taste everything.
All right, great. So we test it with you.
Gotcha.
So thank you for all the work that you're doing in our community. Website, social media, where can we reach you?
You can reach WHEDco at WHEDco Speaks, and Levar can say about Cook Space.
You can reach the Bronx Cook Space at bronxcookspace.org, and our Instagram is at Bronx Cook Space.
Julian Forbes, Kerry McLean, Levar Fulmore. Thank you guys so much for joining us, okay?
Thank you.
And we go by the name of WHEDco.
That's right.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right. And a major thank you to Kerry, Levar, and Julian, and everyone involved in the work that WHEDco and Bronx Cook Space are doing in our communities. We wish you continued success with everything that you've got going on, and can't wait to see you guys cook up another storm. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. We want to thank you, our guests, for joining us. You, our viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. We appreciate you and love you. You can keep following us on social media at BronxNet TV. You may join us next week for another episode of Open. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and I'll catch you another day, another way. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. And remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. So say you can, and you will. I'll catch you. Love you all. Peace.